So as a SBI website owner, I'm going to try and make some sense of this stuff that you hear about SBI. The great stuff, the good stuff, the bad stuff, the terrible stuff, the scam stuff, the occult stuff, and all the other stuff that you may have come across in your research of SBI, Site Build It. So if you stick with me for a couple of minutes, I'll just tell you what it is that I think on what it is that I know, and we can see what you think. So it probably makes sense to start at the home page of the website you're on right now. You're on the Site Build It page, but this is the home page, which is possibly where you came in. The chances are you already know something about SBI or Site Build It, and you probably are interested or intrigued and you want to know more. Well, I'm the owner of this website. This is my website. This website is powered by SBI, Site Build It. It's hosted by, and it taught me at the very early stages. This was the first system, the first training that I came across that actually worked for me. I wasted a lot of time in the early days, and SBI taught me everything that I needed to know in the first couple of years of my business, and it definitely excelled and made a difference to my business. The fact that you're on this website is a small bit of proof. The fact that this website sits so high in the search engines and why it does so well has to be something to do with the fact that I've kept this website on these servers that belong to Site Build It for all these years. This website is constructed on its first days in 2005, so it's been on a long time. I've progressed so far into my business success on the internet that I own my own servers now, and I have multiple websites across many servers from different IP addresses from many places in the world, and yet I keep this website on the SBI servers. And it's not the only website I keep on there. I've got more websites that I still use SBI, and there's a reason for that, and that's what I'm going to try and explain to you in these videos that I'm going to make you, to try and give you a better insight into what Site Build It is and what Site Build It can do for you. It did something for me for sure. It definitely started me on a path that I never would have made without SBI. I tried for 2 years and it was an absolute disaster, and you're probably thinking exactly the same thing. That's why you're here. So I'll just show you some things that made me decide why I would use SBI in the beginning and why I continue to use them for some of my websites to this day. So the first thing that I struggled with was the building of the website, and that's why I wasted time at the beginning. So SBI taught me a great deal in the early days, and this little screen you see in front of you is actually the back office of SBI, Site Build It, and everything that happens in your business that you have responsibility for happens in those simple little buttons that you see here. These buttons take you to different places. It's not like it's full of crazy things that you have no idea of what to do. So each one of those does something, and I'm just going to show you quickly some of these when I go inside right now, just so you can kind of get a real look. But the single most important part for those people that are tech phobes, that don't understand how to build a website correctly, that want to do it step by step, that's this thing here. You actually build your whole website one simple page at a time. You fill in the content, you fill in the bits and pieces that they teach you, you click a button, it analyzes it, and it tells you whether you should be uploading that into the search engines as quality. Of course, you can override anything that Site Build It teaches you. You can do as you please. You can open your own stuff, do what you want. So I'm just going to show you very briefly some of these things for you to see. So once you've done your initial training, which is the step-by-step video or written guide that SBI kind of makes you do before it lets you into your back office, which is a great thing. Another video, I should be showing you really for that, but once you get past this, you get to here, which is the brainstorm it, and you can see 3 little tabs here: brainstorm, master keyword list, monetize it. This one works really simply. Of course, there's always something to describe something if you're not sure. You would pick a seed word, you'd pick that there, I would put a keyword inside there, and then magical things would happen. Okay, lots and lots of magical things would happen then, which takes you to the next step, which would be the master keyword list. So once you put that keyword in, or your group of keywords, and the SBI servers go to work, you would then be on the next page, okay, which is your master keyword list. Yours obviously would look different to this because it's different keywords, but you have your seed keywords and all your other keywords. You have all these crazy things which I'm not going to discuss with you today, but basically these are your keywords, all broken down like most keyword tools, really simply. So you have a value demand from high to low on your keywords, so you can see what the demand is from people, what the supply is from owners of websites, and what the chances of the profitability on that. And obviously you can move all these up and down, and so we can see that this is the people supplying, this is the people looking. We can go by profitability and find huge profitabilities. We then have a place to write notes. We can then go and search those keywords and find out which websites are the top in an instant, and then we then have these, which I'm not going to discuss with you at all. But basically this teaches you how you should monetize every single one of your keywords. This takes such an amount of stress away from running a business online. So that was like a quick look at what is, for most beginners, the most important part, because these, if you can't get your brainstorming right, you can't get your keywords right, and you don't know what niche you're in, then you're in serious trouble. Luckily SBI takes right for the training, and then as you go down there's more things you can do. I've already showed you quickly about this bit, which is these three buttons build your website, whether you do it page by page or whether you do it the old-fashioned way, or the what I call the technical way. And then for me the most important part, once you've learned your skills and your training, is probably down here in the traffic center. Everything that happens in someone's business happens here for SBIers. This is the statistics that you cannot necessarily find with other people. This is what makes you money. This is what you need when you're just starting out, to find out everything you need to find out. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to take you in now, and I'm probably breaking all sorts of rules if I did. But this just, for me, was just a doddle. And we're not even talking about the training yet, or any of the things that you would do when you're training. And of course, no system would be complete without a forum where you can go and be trained, where you can speak to people that's done this before. And SBI forums are famous for what they've been able to achieve. This definitely helped me in the beginning. There was times where you needed someone to rest on, to push, to pull, someone who could go and help you in some way. The forum for me was a fantastic place in the beginning. But for me, the creme de la creme of the site build it when I first started was the action guide, which they call the 10-day action guide when I first started site build it. This is a step-by-step guide through 10 days, which is not 10 days in reality, but it's a 10-day action guide. How quickly you learn depends on you and what kind of rush you're in, but the whole thing is laid out day by day. I mean, if you prefer written content, there's obviously written content, but most people learn by video and prefer to learn by video, and this whole thing is just so easy to follow, so easy to watch. You literally just click a button, the video comes up, and then you go into it. This was phenomenal for me. You do, if you wanted to, have a female or a male voice. So how cool is that as well? I mean, it was a fantastic thing for me, and this is step by step right the way through. And if you want to, you can take a look at this really straight away now if you wanted to, even before you even got any further into SBI. So that was just a quick introduction of what SBI did for me. It's impossible to show you in one short video what I can actually do for you and what SBI did for me. And I am prepared to help you if you're really interested in SBI. So I can make this really easy for you. I can try and make this journey much better for you now. So, did SBI work for me? Yes. Can it work for you? I don't know. What I do know is, if you're determined and you're willing to put a little bit of work in, then SBI can work for you. I can tell you right now that I don't have to go to work anymore and do all the grimy and horrible things that people do every day. That's not something I do anymore. That was changed by SBI. It changed me, it changed my life, and it helped me greatly. That's why I always recommend it to everybody. So yes, SBI did change my life, no doubts about it. It wasn't the greatest thing that ever happened to me, and it probably never will be the greatest thing to happen to me. But in terms of business, in terms of me making the first step and continuing that step to make money, SBI was fantastic. I would not be without it. And no matter where I go in my life, no matter who I talk to, I'll always remember what SBI did for me, because it took me and this website into a place where I don't have to work for anybody anymore. That is a fantastic thing to achieve. It makes me happy every time I think about it. I don't need them as much today. I still keep the websites there because they do all the background work and they make life really easy for me. But if you'd like to know more about my website and how SBI helped me and how I became successful with more than just this website, with all my websites, including both my SBI websites, then I'm happy to show you that. If you'd like to put your name and your email address into the capture next to this video, I'll take you closer. I'll take you inside, and believe it or not, there are people that now are taught by me, because I coach SBIers to become successful. I do that for free, off my own back. I don't ask for anything in return. I just expect these people to do as I tell them, to combine what I tell them with SBI, and they become successful. If you'd like to be there, if you'd like to know more about that, put your name into the capture and I'll show you. It really is that simple. Whichever thing you decide to do, make sure you spend more time on this website, because this website will help you. You will make money. SBI helped me. I'm sure it can help you.